I just wanted to extend a thank you to our outgoing mayor and outgoing Commissioner Ellison. Jim has been really the only mayor I've known. He was elected my senior year of high school and has been the mayor ever since. And under his leadership, Helena has done some great things. Just most recently, we incorporated the downtown master plan into our growth policy. We also implemented a snow removal policy a few years ago, and we implemented a non-discrimination ordinance under his watch. So Mayor Smith has done a great job leading this city forward, and I just wanted to thank him. I realize he's not here. I think he's out enjoying the snow. So if you could all just give Jim a round of applause. Thanks. And then as far as Commissioner Ellison, I've only known him for a couple of years, but if you were at our last commission meeting, you heard me say, Dan and I don't always see eye to eye on things, but Dan has been a great mentor to me in teaching me how to discuss ideas with people with opposing viewpoints, and always encouraging me to have that dialogue with him, whether we agreed or not. And so I learned a lot from Dan in the last 2 years, and while I'm excited to welcome Heather on, I'm also sad to see Dan go. So if we could also give Dan a round of applause, I'd appreciate it. So with that being said, I'm also incredibly excited to welcome our new commission and our new mayor. First of all, we have Wilmot Collins, who I've only known for a few years. If you want to stand up, Wilmot. But I remember, I think I actually met Wilmot's son Bliss before I met Wilmot. 4 years ago when I was depositing, I think maybe my first campaign check, Bliss was working at Wells Fargo, and he told me his dad was going to run for mayor. And lo and behold, Wilmot did run for mayor 2 years later, and in a few short moments will be the newest mayor of Helena, and I'm excited to get to work with him tomorrow. Next to Wilmot, we have Heather O'Loughlin, who again I've only known for a few years, but in working with her and talking to her about her campaign and what she hopes to accomplish, I'm excited and encouraged that we will tackle affordable housing and many other issues and use her knowledge about budget and policy to move Helena forward. So Heather, if you want to take a stand. And last is Commissioner Halliday, who most of you probably know. I've known Andre since law school, and I'm always impressed by his knowledge of both the law and city policy. Over the last couple of years, I've learned more than I probably cared to about the minutiae of city government from Andres, and he has just, he just understands everything, and I'm excited about what he can accomplish and what the three of us can accomplish together. I know we've got a large task ahead of us, but before I talk about that, Andres, if you could take a stand as well. So in the next year, I'm hopeful that with the three of them, plus Commissioner Noonan and myself, we'll be able to accomplish a lot for the city. We've already started work on the downtown master plan. We're already working on tackling our malfunction junctions. We've started on affordable housing downtown, but we haven't done nearly enough. And I know with these three commissioners, we'll be able to tackle some of those issues. So thank you again for coming, and I really just appreciate the outpouring of support for our new commission, and hopefully for me and Ed as well. So thank you again for coming, and with that, Chief McGee will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you all would please stand.
And before we do that, if we could remain standing, and we'll have the presentation of the colors. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
And now I'd like to welcome up Judge Menahan of the 1st Judicial District. Thank you for taking your time today, and thank you for swearing our new officials in.
Mr. Mayor. Yes. So repeat after me. I, Wilmot J. Collins,
I, Wilmot J. Collins,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Montana,
the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Helena,
and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Helena,
and that I will discharge the duties of the office
and that I will discharge the duties of the office
of Mayor with fidelity.
of Mayor with fidelity.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right. I, Heather K. O'Loughlin,
I, Heather K. O'Loughlin,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Montana,
the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Helena,
and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Helena,
and that I will discharge the duties of the office
and I will discharge the duties of the office
of Commissioner with fidelity.
of Commissioner with fidelity.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I, Andres Holliday,
I, Andres Halliday,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Montana,
the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and the Charter and ordinances
and the Charter and ordinances
of the City of Helena,
of the City of Helena,
and that I will discharge the duties of the office of Commissioner
and I will discharge the duties of the office of Commissioner
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
It sounds good. Mayor Collins. Well, thank you, Helena. Thank you. Governor Bullock, Lieutenant Governor Cooney, thank you. Welcome. You'll be here all day if I had to introduce each and every member of my family and friends and everyone. They're from Liberia, West Africa. They're from North Carolina, Baltimore, Georgia. They're just all over the place. And they brave this weather. They brave the 12 to 24 hours airport stay to be able to be here today. And I want to thank them. But most especially, I want to thank my wife, Maddie. My son, Bliss. My daughter, Jamie. My mother, Jimzetta. My sister, Azana. My sister, Precious. Without you, I would not be standing here today. Thank you. I also want to thank Linda, CEO for Lutheran Immigration and Refugee Service. She also braved the weather and came all the way to Montana. Thank you, Linda. My fellow sailors in the back, thank you for coming. My fellow child and family services co-workers, thanks for being here. You have been a support. To the city employees, I open my arms. I'm ready to work with you. Thanks for being here. To the county commissioners, I open my arms. I'm ready to work with you. To my fellow city commissioners, I open my arms and I'm ready to work with you. And I know my first order of business, I've been bombarded already with what's happening outside. My email is blocked from people calling and complaining about the snow. But listen, Helena, this city is ready to work with you. Work with us, okay? We're ready. And I thank all of you. Thank you so much.
Commissioner O'Loughlin, your turn.
Well, thank you so much, Commissioner Ferris Olson, and for all of you to be here today. It's really incredible to see so many friends that have been with us throughout the last year in this process. So I'm very excited about this new journey and excited to serve you all and the city of Helena. Today, I'm joined by a few of my family members that I'd like to stand. My husband, Neil Ullman, my daughter, Madeline, my father, my father, Mark O'Loughlin, and my cousin, Erica Murphy Burrell. And there are so many friends in the audience who really have been part of this and talking about this with all three of us, really, as we've been going through this. And so just thank you to everybody here. Thank you to my coworkers at the Montana Budget and Policy Center, and the many, many of you who have been there throughout this process. So thank you, and I'm excited.
And last but not least, Commissioner Halliday.
Thank you. Oops, can you hear me? The problem with going last on these things is that anytime Mayor Collins speaks first, it reminds me of how few friends I actually have. Thank you all for coming today. This is a great honor. It's a beautiful occasion. Thank you all for turning out. I'll be brief. I'd like to introduce my wife, Hannah, my son, Gray, my mother, Louise. And thank you to all the friends, all the supporters, even if you weren't a supporter. We're here to work for you over the next 4 years and listen to you and work with you and figure out how to keep making Helena a better place. So thank you all so much.
And that concludes today's swearing in. So again, thank you all for braving the weather and being here today. And if there's any coffee left, help yourselves. Thanks again, everyone.